people. Thought I'd come on here for a little bit. I've not really been on here much lately, so just gonna see what we get. It's like dark out here. I'm just on my way home. I thought, let's come on here for a bit. I've nothing better to do really, so hope everyone's doing well. So if anybody's new here, make sure you give me a subscribe to me. I mean, who I've got in here, I've got one person watching. So yeah, I've been back over on like TikTok live, and I've been starting to get more viewers on there again. So kind of just, I got a bit fed up with YouTube because they're just not really pushing me out very much. But I thought I'd just come on and see if any of my subs come over on here, and thought I'd check in a little bit. I'll be going back on there later, so yeah. I was getting like kind of double figures at some points in the viewers. Like yesterday I think I got about 17 at one point. They were kind of fluctuating, but here on YouTube I find that the viewers just aren't as engaged. So I don't know, it's hard on here, it seems. I struggle to get a lot of viewers on YouTube these days, but I thought, come on here every so often, just kind of check in with people. I don't know. Hope everyone's doing well anyway. I've got 3 people in here now, so say hello if you're watching, hit that like button, and if anybody's new here, please subscribe. Hello Kevin. Well, I'll be fine, I think. I'll be fine. I think I'll be alright. But yeah, I'm just on my way home now, just gonna like make my way home. I've just been for a workout. I just went down to the park and had a little workout. I actually did a workout earlier as well, so I've actually done like 2 today. Sometimes that's how I do things, but thank you for joining me, Vic. How you doing? I thought I'd join you guys on here for a bit because I haven't really been on YouTube the last couple of days. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, please. Got 13 in the house, 2 likes. Come on guys, let's get the likes up in here. Hi Shaky, how you doing? Hi Nick Hopkins, how's it going? So I did a video earlier with the like push-up PR thing, 25 kilogram weighted push-up. Yeah, how we doing everybody? Hope everyone's well. So I've been mainly on TikTok lately, and yeah, I just seem to have a bit more going on over there, but on YouTube I just find that the viewers just aren't engaged hardly at all. So it's nothing to do with you guys, it's just in general seems to be kind of hard to grow on YouTube anymore, and try to gain any kind of community, it's difficult. But yeah, I had some people watching me earlier and stuff, and I've been putting out some videos, and some of them have gotten like a few thousand views. Like I put out a video like the other day, and it's now up to like over 6,000 views. Now I don't even think I've got a short that's even got that many views. So on YouTube it's hard. It seems to be a lot easier to get views on TikTok for some reason. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I've just noticed that, yeah, if I put the same video on TikTok, it generally does better on there. Yeah, hi Shivam Singh, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. If you're new here, please subscribe. I do put my shorts out on here, so if you want to check them out when you get a chance, that would be great. But yeah, I've just been a bit kind of all over the place really, but yeah, I'm just on my way at the moment. People can be a bit chaotic around here, you know. Don't really like it that much, to be honest, but you know, people are just kind of like you know, zipping around on the push bikes and stuff, and just not really any care in the world. You know, it seems to be worse in like the cities. Whereas back when I used to live in Blackburn, it was a lot quieter and it was just, you know, a lot slower pace. Everything's all rush around here. It's just everyone's just all seems to be in a rush, and I don't really like it. Yeah, I'm in the UK. Yeah, what about you? It's just everything's a rush here, you know. This gets a bit much, you know what I mean? Anyway, apparently got 28 people now. What the hell? Typically, I don't go live on here much, and then I come on, and then they push me out this time. I don't know. Yeah, I'm in the UK. I'm in York, which is like a little city in the UK, but gets quite busy, as you can hear. There's a lot of traffic going on. It's like Friday night, and yeah, it's Friday night, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, 34 apparently now. Oh wow. Can you guys like the live, please? Please, can you just take a second to give me a like? If we get 34 likes on the live, that would be amazing. Imagine that, eh? If we just shot up right now to 34 likes, and that'll get those likes up, okay? But yeah, who else is in here? Come on, lookers, you know, come and say hello or something, you know? So yeah, I don't know, it feels like you're under pressure to try and perform or something, I don't know. People just don't seem to really stick around much, unless something crazy is going on, like, and it can be a bit stressing, you know, on here really, but it is what it is. So I just had a little workout. I did some like body weight stuff really. I just did a few body weight rows, some body weight bicep curls, some pull-ups, chin-ups. Actually, I didn't really do a lot of chin-ups. I did one like kind of really slow negative one. Hi, the Austrian, oh god. Yeah, I think we'll have to get rid of that account just for the name of it. It's just, yeah, because I know who that is that you're talking about there. So yeah, it's unfortunate. So anyway, who else have we got in here other than just troll accounts and stuff? But yeah, please just give me a like real quick. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, it's just, you know, busy tonight, it's Friday night and all that. It's a bit cold tonight actually, but it's not been too bad though. At least it hasn't rained today. At least it's not raining and windy and horrible. It's been pretty chill, just kind of nice day. Hi Nick Hutkins, you alright? I don't know if I pronounced your name right, but that's how I'm assuming it's pronounced, right? Anyway. Maybe I should try and come back on here more, but it's just, like I said, I struggle a bit to kind of like connect with people online a lot of the time. It's just, people don't seem to stick around a lot, you know? Well, that is how you pronounce it. All right, okay. So, I don't know, I just, you know, I have my own interests in different things, just trying to connect with my audience really, but maybe it's the autism, I don't know, but yeah, autistic people tend to kind of not really fit in, and that's okay. In some ways it's good, you know, because it's like, you can embrace it and be like, why would you want to fit into a sick society that just values, you know, kind of material things over anything else really, you know? I'm not saying everybody does that, but that's just a general societal thing where you know, the thing of keeping up with the Joneses and stuff. I have no interest in doing that, right? I'm happy to have, you know, kind of like a bit of an older phone if it means I don't have to like pull out for new phones every fucking 2 months or whatever, however often they come out. That's what they do, is they trap you into like buying new phones all the time. As soon as a new phone's out and you want to buy a new one, you have to buy new contracts all the time, whatever. I don't know how it all works. So, yeah, you have to keep renewing your contracts, you know, so that you get a new phone all the time. It's just bullshit, you know. And these new phones probably aren't even that much better, you know. It's all a bit of a con to me, really. But that is what it is. I just don't understand it. Why do you need to have the newest one that's just got this slight bit of an upgrade to it? I'd rather just, you know, have the one I've got until it breaks and then get a new one, you know, whatever. That's how I do it. I just think it's a waste. You're just wasting your money, and yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think, really? Like, everything's become so materialistic. It's like Christmas is just all materialism and greed and whatever. It's just, isn't that the opposite of what it's supposed to be about? It's supposed to be like a holy time of year, about family and connection, rather than material crap, you know? But it's just been completely bastardized, doesn't it, you know? That's what Christmas has become. It's been bastardized into this corporate greed, kind of materialistic crap, you know? How you doing, Haley? It's on my way home. I thought I'd, you know, pop on here for a little bit, see if anyone joins me. So I haven't been on here for a couple of days. But yeah, I just got a bit fed up of it on here because they don't really push me out very much usually. But I thought I'd see if anyone shows up on here. But the chat just isn't very lively on here, I find. I think the chat's more lively over on TikTok, actually. Anyway, hi, Truth. My son is a coder and he has no social media and uses no name brand phone and won't wear designer clothes. Yeah, I think that's a smart thing to do, really. You know, if you use social media for like your own kind of, like, for example, if you have a brand or something like that, or you're using it to learn things, like if you're on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, and you're trying to learn information and stuff, then that's fair enough, you know, because you're using it productively. But when you're just mindlessly doom scrolling all day, you're wasting your life away, you know? Anyway, hi, Opal, not seen you for a while. How are you doing? Your inbox blown up after the videos. Yeah, actually it has. Yeah, had some messages. I know, like, well, Richard was saying I should just meet someone. Like, he thinks I should maybe go online dating. I don't want to do that really, but, you know, I don't know. I'm kind of just, you know, let them come to me, you know. Let them, you know, if they're interested, then just kind of inbox me, whatever, you know. But then again, some of them can be quite far away. That doesn't really bother me, you know. And part of me kind of wants like a fresh start anyway. So if it means like, you know, maybe I'll end up, you know, moving somewhere else, who knows. But I'm kind of open to that, so I'm not really bothered. So I'm not a Christian now. I mean, I don't like, I mean, I would celebrate it just as in terms of like, it's a traditional thing, whatever, but I don't believe in the whole kind of Jesus resurrection story and all that kind of stuff. Personally, I just think that's a load of nonsense, but that's my opinion. You're entitled to your own opinion. But anyway, whatever, you know, just like maybe there was someone called Jesus that existed, but I think that it was more like a, I don't know, like maybe he had some kind of like, I don't know, he was like trying to teach certain things to people. But I don't necessarily think that he was the Son of God or anything, but I don't know. Not in the literal sense anyway. But that's my opinion. Did you go try and find that last? Not today. I've only just been out, so I haven't really had a chance to, because the shop shuts at like 6 PM or something, so I was like, yeah, didn't really get a chance to, but I'll probably do it tomorrow. And see, I'll have to see about that, because I take it she hasn't seen the video or anything, because maybe she would have like inboxed me or something. But maybe she's not active on TikTok anymore, who knows. Some people just do that, either they have a break or they just completely disappear off it. But that was, yeah, she used to watch me on there or something when I would go live or something, because she came in saying, oh yeah, I've seen you like perform outside my shop. But yeah, I'll see tomorrow, I think, see what happens, but I'll be live on there again later, like I said. Yeah, hopefully we'll get like a good chat going on and stuff. It's just like I said, this YouTube thing, it's just hardly anybody seems to chat on these things, you know. it can be a bit draining sometimes. So I'm trying to like, get some chat going on and whatever, but then nobody's interested. I don't know, I guess it is what it is, really. But yeah, I had a bit more watching me on TikTok today, actually. It was, by the end of the live, I had like 1,000 views on it, so most of them would have been like, skip past it or whatever, but, it's good that more people have been exposed to my live streams again, because it was a bit of a struggle for like, it's almost like doubled in numbers since like a few days ago even. I think with opening up my inbox it might have helped a bit as well. Because I've like opened up the inbox so people can like inbox me now and there. And I looked into that and it apparently helps with the algorithm when you do that. Because I guess it's just like, the TikTok algorithm likes it when you make it more interactive for your viewers and stuff. So yeah, the more interactive you are with your viewers, it's generally going to be better. And I do try to interact with my viewers and stuff. Like whether it's on YouTube or TikTok or whatever. So it can be hard to, reply to every comment and stuff, because there'll be that much coming through sometimes on certain videos. I've had videos in the past that have gone viral. There's no way I can reply to all that. Like even if I got like managers involved and whatever, it would be hard to even get through all that, That's really good. I was busy this morning, so I couldn't come in. Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah, I noticed that you weren't there this morning, yeah, I haven't seen Hannah for a bit either. I did send her a message earlier actually, see if she's alright, but yeah, she's been a bit quiet lately, hasn't she? I take it she's had some stuff going on or something, but yeah. Anyway. But yeah, I was on live last night with the person who's like, well, I'm in some agency, right, and I was on with her, but, well, Richard reckons, and I'm kind of like in two minds about it, I don't know, that she might have like been setting me up to get banned or something. I don't know, it all seemed a bit of a coincidence that a few of us got banned at the same time, or not banned, but like a false ban at the same time, and then she conveniently managed to get it up, lifted. Seemed a bit kind of sus, because a few people were getting hit by it. There was somebody else in the agency that got that, and I don't know. It's a bit of a, she's single, but I mean, I did kind of like, I don't think she's interested really, but it's just, I was thinking she probably prefers like the attention of just having a bunch of random guys hitting on her or something. Sometimes maybe them being single is kind of like helps them with the kind of either like the attention, or maybe it's just that maybe it also helps them to make more money out of it as well, because if she was like openly like with somebody, then maybe people would be less interested in watching her. I don't know. That's me being kind of cynical. Sometimes you'll notice like certain people, right, when it gets found out that they're with somebody, they lose a lot of their viewers. There was someone called Belle Delphine, right, and then she ended up exposing that she was actually with somebody the whole time, and then most of her like donations and stuff went. So it goes to show how much of an effect that can have. Oh, Hannah. Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought I was talking about Becca, the agency person. But she was like, I don't know. She probably just loves all the attention from like, she's getting these guys on and they're like, So I thought I'd just get on there and kind of just, just kind of outshine everybody, because that's what I do. I just kind of, I just blow everybody out of the water. Oh yeah, but Hannah, I don't know what's going on with her really, but yeah, I know like didn't she have some issues going on in the past with, I think she had some ex or something, and then like, I don't know what's went on, like, because sometimes people can be quite secretive of, you know, personal stuff, which is understandable. Sometimes you don't want to like publicize things like that. So I know you've got stuff going on in your own life and you wouldn't necessarily want to be publicizing that. So it's just about kind of only just telling what you want to tell really, and just keep whatever you don't want to tell to yourself, because there's some nosy people out there that, you know, will try and play on that and try to see you as vulnerable or something like that. So you have to be very careful, don't you? So yeah, there's a lot of dodgy people on the internet. Like if they see that you're in like a sort of difficult point in your life, they will exploit that, and you see you're vulnerable, and you know what I mean. So you have to be careful. Oh yeah, Merry Christmas, Growth 1122. How are you doing tonight? I hope you're well. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, it's got a bit cold tonight, isn't it? Yeah, I wonder if it's going to frost tonight. It's getting a bit cold. Yeah, my hands are getting cold. What you agree with? Sorry. Oh, you're cold. Yeah, where are you from? I'm in the UK. But yeah, I'm all right, thank you. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate that. But vulnerable part, yeah, you got to be careful with like, you know, what you're telling people. I know that they try to encourage people to be vulnerable, but you got to be careful with that stuff, because some people can see it as a weakness, you know. So unless you're a strong person, then because you don't know, like, you know, if the person you're telling it to could, you know, use it against you. But oh yeah, thank you. What's your name, by the way? But yeah, just yeah, you have to be careful who you're vulnerable with and stuff. I think that it's good to be vulnerable with the right people, and that you trust in somebody, you'll open up. But if you don't know the person, it's not worth the risk. Hello, Regina Begum. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Let's get to 10 likes real quick. We've got 8 likes on this live. I hope everyone's well tonight anyway. It's just, yeah. That thing of women sort of like, you know, they get in a relationship and it's like, the attention that they're getting from the guy isn't enough. So they then like, source it from somebody else, and I'm like thinking, like, you know, if you need the attention that fucking bad, then I think there's something wrong. Well, you were saying that that's most women now, that are just, I don't know. I don't really want to kind of paint every woman with the same brush. I was talking about modern women and stuff like that. Those that are like have been brought up on social media and all that, yeah, they become attention 304s. You know, they're just kind of like, it's a drug to them, and they can't get enough. It's like if they, you know, I don't know what you guys think really, but I don't watch football now. I don't like the attention, as don't know how to react to it. Yeah. It's like, I don't know, some they can feel uncomfortable with it, like unsolicited attention and what have you. But I think it's just like, you know, like if you can't go more than a few hours without, let's say, you know, because They were talking about these ones that are like these women who like stay at home, and then they're like maybe that, let's say they work, or maybe they work different shifts or something like that, and then they don't always see each other and something. So then she's like kind of, you know, looking at, for like, I guess it would be the same with men as well, if they're then looking for, you know, something elsewhere. They're looking to get with somebody else on the side, behind somebody else's back, you know. Anyway, well, I mean, it's just like, you know, there's people who, you know, they make out like they're into you, and then they just kind of lead you down the garden path, you know what I mean? They just kind of, they'll sort of like give you all these signs that they're into you and all this stuff, just to leave you out to dry. So the best thing to do going forward is to just not get invested right away, because even if someone seems like they're super into you, like obsessed over you, that could soon change, and they just, either it could be an act or whatever. It's just where they just kind of try to get you invested, so they put on this act that they're obsessed over you and all that, just to leave you out to dry. As soon as, like, you know, something else comes along, they'll just kind of go on to that, and then do the same thing over and over again. Hi, Shield of God. I'm okay, thank you. How are you doing? Yeah, love bombing, that's a lot doing it, yeah. With one, like, never mind having someone on the side too. I am a very loyal person. Yeah, I'm like that, you know. It's like, why would I want to, you know, be doing all that? I guess it's just, I don't know, it seems like some people are just never happy, are they? You know, some people are just never happy with what they've got. They're constantly looking for something else. Or maybe it's, in some cases, it's just that they're not happy with what they've got, so they're looking for, like, some monkey branch, as they call it. Or they're like looking to see if the grass is greener on the other side. In that case, you should have really took the time to make sure that the one that you got with was actually the one you want to stay with, and because it's not really fair on the person you would to be like, you know, to be doing this stuff, because what if they end up finding out and that they end up, you know, it's going to break them, but they don't care, you know. They'll just kind of mess around and, you know, talk to other people behind their back. It's like, what if they end up finding out about that? Because that can happen, you know. Like, because let's say the guy is suspicious, like, he could do loyalty tests, right, to find out if she's actually loyal. Or same with a woman, she could do some loyalty test on him. There is ways of doing it. There is ways of finding out if the person you are with is loyal, if you really want to. Like, you can actually hire people to do this stuff. So that is a way to find out for sure if they're actually loyal. But, you know, it'd be pretty sad if you started to, like, get to a point where you start getting suspicious. Maybe if you start getting suspicious, that might be a sign that maybe it isn't meant to be. I don't know. But sometimes we can have, you know, misjudgments and things. But yeah, I think the best thing to do, if you have any suspicion, is to be open with the person. But if you continue to get suspicion, then yeah, then somebody might just decide to, like, do some kind of loyalty test on them. Or in some cases, some people just decide, you know what, I have bad vibes about this, I'm gonna just break it off. Because sometimes people are living a double life, you know. Like, sometimes, like, say for example, if someone's making out that they're, you know, working night shift or whatever, and they're just making it as an excuse to just kind of just to see somebody else. That all could be going on without the other person knowing. Like, so you have to know for sure, like, you know, their life and stuff like that. Make sure that they're not kind of having any secret stuff going on, and that they're actually transparent with you, and that they're showing that, you know, I'm not saying that, you know, that you should be you know, like constantly like looking at their phone and all that kind of stuff, because that would get a bit kind of, that is like insecure and just not necessary. Yeah, I can't trust the person. Yeah, basically, yeah, best to leave. What we're saying, even when I've been cheated on, I stay loyal because of my morals. I could never do what someone else did to me. Yeah, some people have this kind of attitude where it's like, I got hurt, so I'm just going to start hurting other people now. And that's not fair, because they might not have done anything to you. But it's like, people have this attitude of like, you know, it's like, it's kind of like quite a narcissistic kind of attitude around things, that like, if you've been hurt, others, they say hurt people, but those that are actually like good people don't do that, you know, like they will not want to hurt others, even if they've been hurt themselves. They don't want to see others in pain or hurt. So yeah, I'm outside because I'm on my way home. What do you think? I'm just on my way home from, I got a bit of shopping and I've been doing a bit of a workout, so just on my way home. But yeah, it's just crazy, like some people are just so addicted to like attention. It's like, you don't need all that. Surely you've got something else you can do with your life than constantly having attention from random guys that you don't even know. Like these guys, random guys, you haven't even met them or anything. Somehow that validation and that attention is so valuable to them. It's like, but the person that they're with, it's like, shouldn't that attention be more valuable and worthy? Because that signals to me that they don't care about the actual person that they're with. All they care about is the attention. There's no value in that person to them. The only value is what they bring, which is the attention and the validation that they bring with that. That the more attention equals more validation to them. So it's not about being faithful to the person and having morals. It's about me, about what that person can give me. Very transactional and always thinking about what it is that they can do for me instead of thinking also about what I can do for them. That's what a healthy relationship is about. It's about thinking about, I want to give them loyalty and compassion and whatever, and give my, you know, attention to them as well. So, but some people just, they want to receive so much, but then give next to nothing, just give breadcrumbs. Obviously you have to give something to keep them around, but they'll be like giving breadcrumbs and expecting the world. I do struggle with trust because I've been treated like crap in the past. Yeah, I understand that, you know, a lot of, you know, when people have been abused and like any kind of, you know, disrespect or anything like that, then it's going to be hard to trust people anymore, isn't it? It's hard to like, you know, trust when you've been, you know, like violated or whatever, because you don't know if the next person's going to be like that as well, because you know, it took you so long to, you know, build that trust in the first place, and then they betrayed that. So for some people, the more that they get mistreated and whatever, the longer it's going to take to trust again, because it's a defense mechanism. We all have defense mechanisms, like, you know, it could be like trauma responses and things like that, and just, you know what I mean, it's yeah, I see some stars up in the sky now. You guys can't really see me, but I don't know if I can make the screen any brighter really, but yeah, Haley's gone through some stuff in her life, but we don't need to go over that. But yeah, she's seems to be getting better now, at least. It's just kind of, we're all there to support her, you know, we're all there to kind of reassure her, you know. That's what, you know, friends are for. We're there to try and you know, reassure each other that everything's going to be okay, and if anything goes wrong, then we'll have the back and stuff, you know. It's like that Friends song, isn't it, you know? That sitcom, if you've ever seen that, people. Yeah, I remember like watching that a bit like before it stopped coming on, because I think my cousin and like auntie and whatever, I think, watched it a bit. So I remember they would watch Friends and then they watch Will and Grace after that. I think that was how it went. It was like a kind of, it'd be like back to back. So you had Friends on and then directly after Will and Grace. I take it that doesn't come on anymore as well, but I know like Friends finished about 20 years ago or something like that, maybe more. But yeah, that's like that Friends song, I'll Be There For You. It's all about kind of, you know, kind of having that sort of mutual respect for each other, and that's what it's all about, you know, having each other's back. It's important to have a support net, because if we don't have that, then we're vulnerable. It's like tribes, you know, the tribes need you know, integrity in them and stuff to thrive and survive. So that basically, otherwise, yeah, they can be quite vulnerable. I guess that's why sometimes people stick around certain groups longer than they should do, even when that group may be mistreating them, or they feel pressured into doing some things to be part of that group, because on a subconscious level, people feel a sense of need to be. But the thing is, right, nowadays, we can actually just find another group that is a lot more, you know, sort of like open-minded, or just kind of, they don't really care too much about you having the latest whatever, and, you know what I mean, that they have all these conditions. Hi, Axel, how you doing? So I do busking and, yeah, well, some call it street performing, but anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up soon. I'm just back at home now, so, but yeah, but it seems like loyalty these days is kind of like more rare, I'd say. So you could argue it becomes more valuable, because when something's rare, its value goes up, like gold, for example. So yeah, but yeah, so thank you all for hanging out. I shall get off for a bit, so I'll see you all soon. Enjoy your evening. I'll be over on TikTok later if you want to get me over there, but I think it's at Jamie Brown 1995 on there. So have a good one, people. Bye.